Okay, I'm gonna tell you about a really excellent breakfast that I'm getting ready to eat. It's a vegetarian type breakfast. So I pulled my kale and my collards, and you can see here I've got a few collards still left down here. Got a little bit of dirt on them and everything, but so these are just tiny collards that grew over the winter. And what I've done, I like to, when I do my collards, I like to take a knife and cut these little veins out of the middle of them. I know it takes a while to do that, but it's not so bad. So I end up with a really nice mess of collards that have no stalks in them. That's kind of my favorite way to eat this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook some collards with rice, basmati rice, and lentils, and some seasoning. I'm going to cook it all in one pot at one time. It's going to be great. Whether you try this, you got to try this at home. Okay, so there are all my stalks, and here are my collards. I'm going to go inside and wash these thoroughly and then chop them up. Susie the cat.
She killed one of my birds yesterday.
This is Susie, our new baby cat of the yard. She's cute. Okay, I am using the Aroma Rice Cooker, which is awesome. We bought this at Walmart not too long ago. It has a nice little glass top on it. The metal part of it is over here. I'm getting ready to put my rice and my lentils and my collards in it. And I have thoroughly washed my collards in the sink here. I'm letting them drain just a little bit. The sink is very clean, so I clean the sink out really good also, and get ready to chop those up. So I sprayed the inside of my little cooking pot here with the Bertolli 100% extra virgin olive oil spray. It's really pretty cool. I like it because it sprays real evenly in there. And Nikki and I keep a sack of the royal basmati rice, or basmati, however you say that, foothills of the Himalayas. And so I'll just usually go in here and get me a little cup of that and put it in the cooker. If you hear a rumble, Nikki's got the Keurig doing some coffee. And she's knocking things on the floor. Anyway, here's my basmati rice. Here's some great value lentils. These from Walmart are actually just fine, so I'm going to put a good little portion of those in there. Lots of protein and a good little way to cook your rice together with this. I found it works really well. Okay, so I just tend to wad my collards up kind of tight like this, and then just do real tight little cuts. Keep your thumbs and your fingers away from that. I like to get them nice and tiny there. They just cook up a lot better. They cook down to nothing anyway. That is a lot of vitamins there, my friends. So I just get them almost like they're shredded. It only takes a minute to do it. Always keep my knife nice and sharp too. I have an old school whet rock there that my dad gave me that I used to keep the knife sharp. So there we go. So that looks probably like way more collards than ought to go in there. But these things cook down to almost nothing. I'm not putting any water in there yet. I'm getting ready to put some collard seasoning in it. Okay, this is Wiley's seasoning, which you can get for 25 cents this seasoning at Walmart, which is awesome, cholesterol free. It's got a nice smoky flavor. It works great for any kind of greens. You can see he's got collards here on the front. This goes in like that. Doesn't matter if it's clumped up, it'll get all separated out as it cooks in the cooker. So here are the collards in the cooker with the rice and lentils in there. And we'll go ahead and hit cook. And it won't be long till I've got some awesome rice, lentils, and collards, and I mix that all up in a bowl. It's going to be great. I don't know if you can see the steam coming up out of this, but it smells amazing coming out of there. So you can see it's actually steaming those collards in there on top of the whole thing. So it's like having steamed collards with, you know, with a nice smoky seasoning, along with the rice and the lentils. Everything gets flavored up really nicely together. Okay, so everything's done. It's switched over to warm. Now I'll take this off. Oh my, that looks just outstanding. So the collards are all on top and the rice and the lentils are underneath. So I'll show you what it looks like. I kind of just mix them all up in a bowl. I like to eat them kind of all together, so it's not going to look neat, but it's sure going to taste good. Okay, so as I say, that doesn't look fancy, but folks, that tastes great. I like to maybe add a little bit of soy sauce and actually some Tabasco to mine to make it really round out and be just super flavorful. So I'm really going to enjoy that. Hope this is giving you an idea of something that's very easy to make. And it's just fast. You just throw it all together and it cooks in 15 to 20 minutes, something like that. And you got this awesome meal with some protein, lots of vitamins, decent carbs. You'll like it.